So this is the end. Hey guys. All right, so Adam and I are just doing a test run. This is not an actual video. Hey Julius.
So it's going to be going live to my channel?
Yeah, it's going live to your channel right now.
Not live on your channel.
It's live on my channel, so it's streaming from both of ours. And
That's pretty cool.
Here in the chat and the comments, you're going to be able to see, I think it's going, here we go. But since we're streaming to both, all right, hey guys, real quickly, I think Julius is the only one in here. Hey, Julius.
So does this show them my studio?
Yes, it's going to show up in your studio. So right now I am just teaching Adam how to be using, I use StreamYard for my software for streaming, and then so I just added his channel onto the back end of my studio because we're often doing collabs together, so that way these videos will go to both of his channel and my channel at the same time. So Adam, this is the software, and this is the back end that you're going to see.
This is so cool.
And see these over here.
And that's from YouTube that's pulling in.
Yes, so the comments, they're coming in from both your channel and my channel.
Oh,
so we're able to see both of them.
This is crazy. I feel like I just stepped into a whole new world.
So yeah, so this is a combined tally of your channel and my channel, and I'm able to see my comments, and you're able to see.
I always wondered, could people go live at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. So we're seeing the exact same thing is going to both of our channels right now. And yeah, if we wanted to add in multiple cameras, we are able to do that, add it in. So do you need a COVID test to fly into Mexico?
No, Mexico, you don't need one. I think that if you go across the border, you need one. So like if you walk across or drive through, you might, because it's closed for non-essential travel apparently, but they're not enforcing that apparently on the way in.
It depends on which direction of the border you're going. Right. Because what I heard is if you're crossing from Mexico into the US illegally, you don't need a COVID test.
Right.
But they do require a COVID test to be coming into the US if you're flying in and you're coming in through legal channels.
Right. But coming in here, you don't need a COVID test. I took one anyway, just because I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure not only that I was negative, but also I had the paperwork in case it came up, and it never did. So I wasted $100 in the US getting tested before I came here, but I just thought I'd be better safe than sorry.
Yeah. So actually, after Biden came into his ascension into dictatorship, he then required a COVID test for coming back into the US from wherever you're coming in from, which, that to me, if you're a US citizen, to be denied entry back to be coming back to your home, that's absolutely crazy in my opinion. But
yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
All right, let me show you, Adam, how you can add like additional screens now. So we go to share, share screen, or you can do video file if you want to do a video file, but so share screen. And then I go over here to Chrome. One thing I learned as I'm, having all my technical difficulties
not to have anything inappropriate open.
I mean, you can choose the tabs here, but share audio. Otherwise, when you pull a Chrome tab in, your audio is not going to show.
Oh, so, that's what you had a problem with.
Yeah, okay. The very first time I was doing a live.
So now, if you wanted to talk about an article,
yes,
you would load it up in a tab.
Let's
go to CNN.com. Let's go to our Communist News Network.
Let's go CNN.
Something that's live right now. We'll do a quick discussion.
All right. So,
hey, what's up, Leon? Thank you so much. She says we look great.
Thank you.
Okay, so
StreamYard.
And yeah, guys, so when I do my videos, it's literally just me and my camera, no additional equipment. Tara has become the queen of YouTubers because she has like the tripods, the ring lights. She has the mics that sync up to your iPhone and your Sony. She has like the gimbal.
For my home studio, I have all the equipment there, and I'm rarely home, so I have a lot of fun stuff to be testing out and learning.
She's like, I'm really good at tech, but I've never really gone too deep with all this stuff. She's way more advanced than me with all this stuff.
My dad over there listening to
the background.
And then, so actually, the link I sent you onto your phone over here, if you were to hit that, this you could turn in the camera over here, and you could go into the other room or be here, and it would show the multiple.
So we could have dual screens. And we're going to pull up here, up top or bottom.
So here's a couple options. You got, if you want to do the single screen here. If you add in another person, you are going to show up over here.
Let me test this out right now. Copied in Safari, right? Yeah, this didn't work last time.
I think it works in Chrome. It says I guess Chrome or that.
So guys, I'm going to pull up the stream from my iPhone just to see kind of how this looks for you guys. Last time I did this, it didn't work.
And you're going to want to probably mute that since we're in the same room
exactly.
together.
We don't need double audio.
Otherwise, it's gonna.
So I'm entering the broadcast studio. It says decent lighting. Yes, continue.
I mean,
allow.
This is a quick test that we're doing and everything. So I didn't set everything up.
Enter
We're just going
broadcast
straight from this
studio.
thing. See, now you're showing up over here, Adam.
So I'm backstage. Only the host can see me. Oh, this is so weird. So let me mute this.
Yeah. And then turn off the audio. So
Just lower.
lower the audio. There you go. And so
Okay.
you're gonna show up here.
Hold on. Let me put this like right here for the peoples. Let's fix this up like that.
There you go.
Now we have multiple angles.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
exactly.
This
So
is
you can set
weird.
up as many cameras as you wanted from it.
So let's
if you
pull up
want
the
to.
article. Let's see what it looks like with the article up.
All right. So here you have a couple options if you want to do two
Ah,
people
there you go.
like this.
That's so
And
cool.
then if you want one, so you're gonna have to choose like who your main is. If you were to go this way and like this,
Mm.
or if you do like that. So this is just toggling between. So this is gonna do the split screen between the two.
Amazing. I'm gonna
Or
turn this
if
off,
you-
guys, because we don't need the two screens. I was just curious about how it worked. Okay. So if I close this, let's see what happens.
Yep, and then
That's
you,
it.
you
I just
leave.
drop off that quickly.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to CNN. Let's go see what's going on the homepage. By the way, guys,
If you want this one up completely like that, that's this option here. Or if you want to be visible, so you're
we should
doing
always be visible.
commentary.
They want to see your face.
And one thing I'm learning now is also when you're going to restream other people's like lives, because you're allowed to use copyrighted material. If the other person's stuff is copyrighted, you're allowed to use it for fair usage.
If you analyze,
If you're analyzing it, reviewing it, like if you're reviewing a music video or something, even though it's copyrighted music video, if you're doing an analysis or a review or it's education.
that's why you have all those channels that are like reacting to songs,
Yes.
because they're allowed to do that. Okay,
There
so
it is.
first of all, guys, before we
So in
talk
order
about
to
this,
scroll, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to go over here. This is what makes it easier when you have multiple screens around.
I see.
And if you have your monitor and then you have this, because in order now to move this, I have to go to the tab
Right.
and I won't have the view.
Right.
But
So guys, just before we get into, I will do a little CNN review today. Happy Valentine's Day.
happy Valentine's Day.
I hope you guys are all with your significant others, whether it's he, a she, a zim, a zer, as
Or a
Gina,
fabulous.
as Gina Carano says, a boop, a bop. It doesn't matter. We don't
Take
care. You know, live your life, do what you want to do, be who you want to be. We don't care. We just hope that you guys have a good, safe Valentine's Day. And don't forget, the best safe sex is when you're by yourself. You can't get pregnant or get an STD if you celebrate Valentine's Day alone.
So go love yourself.
So go love yourself as much as you want. All right, so let's get to CNN right now.
Trump acquitted.
Is this the homepage of CNN? No, this is the
This is-
politics section.
Yeah, I hit the politics section because I'm kind of political.
So guys, yeah, we're pretty happy with, let's go back to the StreamYard to see the comments coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell didn't resign. That's gotta be a myth. Come on, I'm gonna fact check that right now. But guys, we were really happy that Trump was acquitted because it was a nonsense impeachment. And we all know that. Yeah, he didn't quit. Come on. Who's spreading the fake news, Olivia? Olivia, don't make us have to mute you. I love you, Olivia. But no, seriously, we were very happy that Trump now has a chance to run in 2024. And, we know that that's obviously triggering a lot of people, and they were hoping that they would eliminate him. But, yeah, we're pumped. Let's see. Leon Guiti, thank you so much. You too. Let's see what else. Yeah, Trump 2024, fix America again. If that's his slogan, I honestly think his slogan should just be "Make America Great Again, Again." I think if he does that, MAGA with 2 A's, that's money. That's pretty money.
You can scroll back up this way.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
see.
Devon! Devon, I always see him on like every single stream we do, so he's
Awesome.
super
Sweet.
supportive.
We love our loyal viewers. You guys make it possible what we're doing. God bless you guys. Trump 2024. That's right. You two have fun. I have some hot guy shit I need to go through. You go through that shit. Tara's doing her hot girl shit. What's up, Mike Beck? We got Leon from Australia. Who else we got? Wait, you're on here.
Julius is one of my subscribers.
Oh, Julius.
On my Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. It's good to have Patreons. It adds up, guys. Even if you're only going to, do the $5 Patreon, the idea is that hopefully there's hundreds of you, and that really starts to add up for us and just keeps us motivated. What happens to a lot of YouTubers is that They do this for a year or two. They never see the success, and then they give up. And that's really unfortunate because a lot of people, had they hung on a little bit longer, could have actually become a big YouTuber. You know Mr. Beast?
No.
He's one of the biggest YouTubers. Yeah, go to YouTube. Let's go to Mr. Beast's channel.
Right.
He apparently, I don't remember the hundreds of videos before he took off. Hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
So he was putting up videos and like really wasn't getting a big audience at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day it just snapped. Mr. Beast, 53.4 million subscribers.
Wow.
Look at this guy.
What's up, YouTube? I can do all the
Click
videos.
videos. Click videos. Yeah, so look at this.
What's this gold ice cream?
So this guy makes so much money per video, per video, that he's able to do things like buy homes per one YouTube video.
Wow. So I've got, for me, I have 3 subscribers on my Patreon, so are subscribing at $5 a month. Which, you know, example, StreamYard costs me $20 a month for a subscription. So, you know, I'm almost there to at least cover the cost of the software that I'm using to be for us to be, you know, having class.
Solo ve a monday.com y comienza a
Oh, we're
monitorear
getting
cualquier
managed
proyecto
over in Mexico,
bajo
so it's all being geo-targeted.
Divide tu proyecto.
In this video,
Okay,
we
so
are
let's
going to
pause
be
this.
eating 100,000.
Pauses. So right now you guys see there that he's eating some kind of $100,000 ice cream, which seems to be absolutely ridiculous amount of money to spend on ice cream. Now, either he's getting it for free, he's getting it sponsored, or he's getting it at a significantly reduced price. But if you look at the views he's got 38 million views. The way YouTube works is we get paid for, well, they didn't monetize her, but on my channel, I'm getting monetized. And so the way it works in advertising or in YouTube is you get paid for every 1,000 views. That's called CPM, cost per 1,000. And the rate that YouTube pays you ranges based on a lot of different factors, such as your audience, such as your type of content, such as time of year. Holidays around Christmas time usually pay the most because that's when a lot of advertisers are spending for holidays. If you're in business or finance, you can see very high CPM, sometimes as high as like $15. So you'll get $15 every 1,000 views. But if you do something like prank channels, you'll probably get $2 to $3 CPMs, very, very low. So every 1,000 views, $2 to $3. Because my channel is more travel now, hers is very politics. If she were monetized, she'd be getting $5 to $7 CPMs because that's what I was getting before the election. Now that I'm traveling, I'm getting about $4 to $5 CPMs. And the reason why travel is a little higher is because you need money to travel. So the audience is a little bit more premium than like a prank channel. So with that said, this guy, let's just apply a $5 CPM, which is very realistic for his channel. He has 38 million views on this video. So 38 million views, okay? If we divide that by 1,000, because we operate on a CPM, we get 38,000. So then we multiply that by $5, and that's his rate per 1,000. He made $190,000 on this one video. $190,000.
Insane.
So even if he spent 100 grand on this ice cream dish, even if he shelled that money out, he profited 90 grand. Now also, the 100 grand he spent on this ice cream would be a business expense because it's an investment for his channel.
It goes into your tax deductions for
Exactly. So when he writes off, when he gets the 190 grand from this video, he automatically gets to write off 100 grand. And so his income is only $90,000. And that's what he would get taxed on, not the full 190, on the 90. So that just gives you an example of how someone like Mr. Beast is able to do such obnoxious things. And some videos he buys he buys homes for people.
That's beautiful.
He's like, he buys cars for people. And remember, this guy, there was a day when he started YouTube, hundreds of videos before he ever took off. So the point is, you got to power through, and people like you who donate for Patreon with $5 a month, you give us that little light at the end of the tunnel that makes us go for another week, another month, another 6 months.
I feel like that, there's something screwy going on with my channel because I've been getting a lot of press in the last, a lot in the last month and everything. And then this week when they caught the 2 of the guys that had attacked me, I interviewed this morning with with Moscow. And so I've been getting a lot of even international press, but my subscriber number has been going down, and people have been messaging me saying I looked for your channel and was unsubscribed from my subscription list, and I had to refollow you to your channel. So people have been messaging me saying that they've been unsubscribed from my channel.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So my subscriber count has actually gone down this past week.
I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, YouTube is just playing a lot of games, and unfortunately, we're too small to do anything or make an impact about that. So it's just something that we have to deal with. All right, let's go through some comments, guys.
Yeah.
You're seeing all my comments that are coming in?
Yep, your comments are coming right in here because it's joining them all together.
How do you know who's coming from who? It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
So that's one thing that we need to tell StreamYard to fix. They need to.
I don't know how it would work if there was a super chat. Does yours show the ability to super chat on your thing?
Yeah, I have super chat activated.
I wonder if super chat would show it here.
Yeah, can one of you guys super chat me $1? Just so we can see how it comes on StreamYard.
Text 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, can somebody just super chat me $1 or $2, whatever it is, the lowest amount possible? Because I'm just curious to see how it comes in. I'm genuinely curious. I don't need $2, guys. All right, just so you guys are aware, I have $200 US in my pocket of Mexican money right now, so I don't need your $2. All right, I'm just curious to see what it looks like through the StreamYard platform. So
you can. So if you ever open up, your YouTube to another tab while you're running StreamYard, you have to mute it. Otherwise, the sound will come in both. So you don't want that. But yeah, so in the chat panel, it's merging both of our comments together. In the view, like 54, it shows that you have 26 there. So it's putting us together.
So you have more than me right now. Congratulations. Your channel is more relevant with the live streams. Although in my defense, your live streams are usually dramatic.
I was about to say, I was like, half my live stream, somebody's going to get beat up, and it's usually me.
Yeah, her live streams are usually like at the protests or the rallies. And obviously, I'm trying to steer away from that stuff because to me, I mean, look, I love Trump. We all know this. I support Trump. And come 2022 midterms, I will be back in the U.S. to kind of push for the Republican Party because at the end of the day, I think they're lesser of two evils. And then I'll come back in 2024, I guess 2023, to push for Trump or DeSantis or Candace Owens or whoever decides to run, or Trump Jr., I don't care. But I want to come back and do the same thing. But in the meantime, my biggest passion is traveling, not politics. Politics is just something I got interested in last year, but I want to stick to travel because it's more brand safe.
You know, it's interesting because travel has always been my passion. I was abroad straight for 11 months in 2019, and actually politics has taken that on over for me because like I'm less desiring to be going international now, even when because one of my friends, she's heading over to Dubai pretty soon, and she asked if I wanted to go, and I'm like, I have a lot of things going on in the States. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to want to travel to in the States to be covering next month. I'm sure with the trial starting with Floyd's, what's his name, Officer
Guys, that's
Chauvin.
going to be.
I think U.S. is going to be really erupting during that, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be covering a lot of the domestic protests that'll be going on for domestic news. So I'm like, trip to Dubai, covering protests around here.
Look, I'll say this: regardless of the circumstances with George Floyd, he died, and that's unfortunate. So
Terrorists colluding with Russia.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, when I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to interview this morning with the news. It was RT News, and so when I told my dad I'm going to be interviewing with a Moscow-based news station, my dad's like, "Oh, the Russians are our enemies. Russians are the enemies of Poland and America. Don't interview with them. They might clip your things out of context." I'm like, "It's a live interview, Dad. Anybody can really take any of the stuff I'm putting out there to clip it out of context. So that is a risk that happens just naturally. So, I mean, I know what I'm going to say, but of course that's naturally a risk. But no, actually the news station, like I went through their website and they are a conservative media channel in Russia.
Yeah.
And so I felt very comfortable interviewing with them, but I would talk to anybody. So even if they were liberal media, I would still talk to them.
But even there's a lot of Chinese channels that are anti-CCP and they're pro-Trump. So you can find that anywhere. But yeah, as I was saying with George Floyd, obviously rest in peace, George Floyd. You know, obviously whatever the circumstances are, someone died, which is unfortunate. But based on a lot of research we've seen and predictions made, it appears that Derek Chauvin could theoretically be acquitted and let go. And if that's what happens, it's going to cause a lot of riots because they're going to feel like justice wasn't served. So
I mean,
I'm nervous about that happening, but at least I'll be here, not in Minnesota.
Honestly, when I saw it last year, when this all first started, when I saw the video footage, as traumatizing as seeing the footage was, my first thought was not a race-based crime. Just putting that out there.
Well, about that, I mean, the first video that they released, it was cropped so that we only saw Derek, a white man, with his knee on the back of a black man. But when the full video camera came out, the full body
The body
footage,
footage.
we see the first two people to report was a Hispanic officer and an Asian officer, which automatically starts to make it pull into question, is this a white on black crime? And if you watch the video, you actually saw George Floyd request to be put on the ground multiple times and saying he couldn't breathe from the beginning of the interaction. So there's a lot of details that I think when it goes to a court that.
That's why we always have to look at the context. And
Exactly.
we can't be so quick to judge.
But that speaks to the mainstream media. Why did they release the cropped video of just Derek and George
And the body,
versus the body cam footage
came
first?
Like, the body cam came, what, weeks, months later?
And I will say this, there were a lot of people that were extremely upset, and rightfully so, from the first video. But when they saw the second video, a lot of those people said, oh, there was more context. And so the reality is, had they put out that initial body cam footage video which showed everything, the reaction would not have been as visceral. It's only because they chose what to put out that they were able to generate such a huge reaction. So I'm nervous for the reaction to that. Obviously, what happened to George was wrong, but we need to wait for the details to come out in court before we can fully judge. So we'll see what happens.
Julius is saying that he likes RT News. Yeah, so that's the channel that I had interviewed with this morning is RT News.
Oh, I've heard of those guys.
Yeah, I was live on their station
So
this morning.
they're pro-Trump. Yeah, they're pro-Trump. Yeah.
My segment went live at 11:15 this morning, which my time, Central Time. So it was, I think, like 8:15 their time. They're 9 hours ahead.
When do you get a copy of it to see it?
I have to. I'll reach out to ask when it's. I mean, it aired live onto their news station, so it must be available already. But yeah.
What does that mean, Russell? He says to get a boost of subscribers, somebody has to do a raid on your channel. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, Russell. If you can elaborate a little bit, Mr. Modog. Yes, you heard correctly. My channel does not monetize, even though I hit the requirements for monetization almost 3-4 months ago. As you can see, evidently what I post online is very controversial from YouTube's perspective, and they have left me in limbo land of saying in review status. And I was asking like Adam like a month later, I'm like, how long does this review status take? And he's like, it took Adam what, 2-3 days to get approved?
It took me about 2 days to get approved. It was real. I mean, as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is what you need, they said, congratulations, you're eligible to monetize. And I turned it on. And, my channel was very pro-Trump. And I kind of got in around August or September. So I kind of beat the whole max. Like right now, they're really censoring conservatives and Trump supporters.
You got in before the elections. I was eligible for monetization. I applied for the YouTube partnership program beginning of December. So that was after elections. It was before, any stuff that I had posted about Antifa even. And so I was traveling around the country going to a lot of the Stop the Steal rallies. So a lot of my content was Stop the Steal, and then also the Trump rallies. Right. So that was the majority of my content. And yeah, they've just left me in review status. I have emailed them several times asking them how long is this supposed to take? Can you review what's going on, but they don't respond.
Yeah. But for me, at my peak channel, I was getting 90,000 views a day on my channel. 90,000 views a day. I was shocked by that. So I was making, as you guys saw the math earlier, 90,000 views a day multiplied by a $5 CPM for politics. So I was making on my YouTube channel before the election, some days $500 would come through my channel, and I was just like, holy crap. So I was really starting to generate full-time income for myself. But unfortunately, after the election, my traffic tanked by 95%. And I think that was twofold. I think number one, there was less interest in general in the election because a lot of the Trump channels saw their traffic fall. But I also believe it's mainstream media trying to suppress the growth of our channels, which is why I was stuck at 11.3 thousand subscribers for about 3 months. I couldn't grow. But now that my channel is pivoting to more travel and chicas guapas, I've grown by about 400 subs since I made the pivot in the past month and a half. So I'm back, I guess, in the good graces of YouTube. I think my content's pretty strong, and that's why they are starting to allow me to grow again. So thank you, YouTube gods. I appreciate it. And we have a lot, me and Tara, we've been filming so much content these past couple days.
I pulled out, I'm staying in an apartment that's around the corner that he treated me and my dad to.
I sponsored it. So this video, as well as her life right now, is sponsored by Adam Francisco. And tonight I paid for dinner for her and her dad. And her dad
And yesterday's tequila tour ended it the night before.
and her dad said this was the first time a man paid for his Valentine's dinner. So that was that was nice. This is truly anti-racism. You had a Mexican paying for a Polish man and a Filipina Polish woman. So if you want to talk about white privilege, he's the one who should have been paying. Why was the Mexican boy paying? Because guess what? White privilege is not always true. Anybody could. I'll say this: the number one highest earning celebrity actor is, you know,
The Rock.
The Rock, and he's black. We just had a black president. The highest income athletes are, you know, black, and also the artists.
NFL players, right?
Yeah, exactly.
NFL players.
And the top artists. Well, actually, technically, the soccer player. What's his name? His contract leaked. They weren't supposed to show his Messi. No, is it Messi? I think it. What's his name?
I don't follow sports.
I don't follow soccer, but his contract leaked, and it was like $675 million for 4 years or something.
PT News just got demonetized. Yeah, I was watching Adam from Freedom Flashpoint, and PT News just got demonetized. Remember that? They're in the review to hopefully get their monetization back.
Yeah, I mean for me that's one of the reasons why I want to pivot away from politics, is because to really have a good channel, you need to be honest about your opinions on it. But unfortunately, a lot of times now, your opinions are either wrong think or right think. And if you have wrong think opinions, then you can't monetize, and that's just not fair. So to me, I'll still do the politics stuff every now and then because I enjoy interviewing people and getting their opinions. But I like sticking to non-political stuff a little bit more on my channel.
No amount of money is worth to throw away nutritional knowledge.
Yes, that is very true.
Oh, so that comment's probably coming from Ian with Live One TV. So I have to guys show you. Live One TV is the new news station that I am going to be that I'm on. We filmed 2 episodes so far of the Capitol. So let me actually just pull that up onto here, because while I have everybody's attention during this test, all are going to do me an amazing favor that I will love all of y'all to do, and that is, all right, so everybody who's on here right now, go to live1.tv and hit that subscribe button.
No, don't just hit it. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button.
That's right. Give it a Valentine's Day bang with your hips. Yeah. Smash it with your hips.
So you'll see the new show is The Capitol. And so far we've interviewed Felicia Kalin, who's running for District 22 City Council, and then also from Crowdsource The Truth, Jason Goodman. So I'm sure you guys will love the content. Most of you guys are, most of my subscribers are political. So this is the channel that you're going to want to follow for our political interviews. That's Live One TV.
That's right.
So please go onto the channel right now and smash that subscribe button.
That's right, with your damn hips.
That's the best way to show me some Valentine love.
That's right. So make sure you guys are if you're on my channel, subscribe to Polish American Brotherhood, and if you're on her channel, subscribe to Adam Francisco. Let's pull up our channels real quick, just so that they know, in case they don't. Here, do Polish Brotherhood for ladies first, because we still have we're not supposed to. I think ladies first is sexist now, according to America, progressivism. So guys, go to videos. Yeah, exactly. So this is Tara's channel, Polish Brotherhood. So go follow. She's doing politics, and I guess now this week a little bit of travel. So
I'm going to be putting in the previews of some of my travel videos onto Polish American Brotherhood and starting a separate YouTube channel that I'm going to call Unproper, because unproper is the improper way of saying unproper.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's good.
And so with that, it's still going to be some political discussions, but it's improper to be talking about politics and religion over food. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Exactly. This is my channel, guys. Adam Francisco. I usually just go out and interview pretty girls from chickbait. We don't call we don't call it clickbait. We call it chickbait. And every now and then I'll do some commentary about like when Elon Musk bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, which is awesome for the industry. But generally, I just go around and interview beautiful ladies, and it's a fun little thing I get to do. And sometimes the girls don't speak English on my travels, so I need to find translators.
Bueno, depende. Yo creo que también
See, she was speaking in what did I just say? Oh, we got ads. Nice, pay me. So you don't have YouTube Premium.
Huh?
You don't pay for YouTube.
No.
Oh, that's why you get ads.
Okay.
I pay for YouTube, so I never get ads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is how you can make them watch a video if you wanted to, right? So now they can hear it.
Yes.
Check these Canadian girls out, guys. These girls are a lot of fun.
Oh, it's buffering. We're probably buffering. The Wi-Fi is not good in this apartment, so.
Wi-Fi and cell service in general in Mexico has been disappointing so far.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's see.
Break the theme of the video because it was supposed to be Mexican chicks only.
Oh, click here.
But that's okay, because I like diversity.
There we go.
Here we go.
So you're from Canada, eh? Hey, see, eh?
She's funny.
Do you like American men?
I don't know too many American men, but the ones that I have met seem very nice.
So these two girls are models, by the way, guys, and they're here
We
to
tried
do a photo shoot in Mexico for months on an assignment.
Appreciate anymore. Because
So they're
now
traveling all over
apparently
Mexico
the
doing
doors
model
exist
shoots.
because,
Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's amazing.
Because of
Yeah.
the feminist movement.
Whatever.
Exactly. So you see what I'm saying? Now they say opening doors offensive.
See, this I pulled this secret because apparently now the doors open. It's offensive. It's the power play. I'll turn volume down. It's echoing. Whatever. We'll just turn this off.
Oh, yeah. But if you X out here,
There we
it's
go.
gonna
Whatever.
take it off.
That's
Okay. I'm going to quickly actually put the link for live1.tv so that way everybody can do as I say.
Do as I say. But yeah, guys, I'm supposed to meet one of those girls in the future. I think in Puerto Vallarta to do more videos with her. So, because we've been in touch on Instagram, me and the blonde girl, and she's really cool. She's got a great personality. So, and she speaks English. She's from Canada, and so for me, having a beautiful co-host is really, because obviously when you guys like it, having beautiful co-hosts definitely helps when it's both a man and a woman, because I think it balances a little something for everybody. All right, so there's the Live One channel, guys. They don't have a custom link yet because they don't have the 100 subscribers.
Yeah,
Is it 1,000 subs?
It's 100 subscribers.
It's 100?
So as soon as it hits 100 subscribers, then it can be.
Can you log into there? Live
No,
One?
no, I don't have.
So
that.
someone else controls it?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So
Cool.
that's the link for it. So are we questioning chivalry?
You know,
Yes.
I'll tell you this. Here's my issue, and we're on opposite ends of the spectrum here with this. Should men pay for the first date? In the U.S., I say no. Here's why. Women have fought so hard in America to be equal and have equal pay and have equal rights, and that's a great thing. But why do you get to pick and choose part of it? You know, if you make the same amount of money as I do, why do I have to pay for the first date? Now, a lot of women say, well, we spend so much time getting ready with our makeup and our outfits and our shoes. I spend so much time in the gym being fit, so I can look good for the first date. Every bicep pump I've done,
I do that too.
but that's what the point I'm trying to make is we all put effort in. It's not just women are spending money to put effort in. We do it too. I get manicures, I get haircuts, I get my eyebrows done. So all of us are spending money for first dates. That's just the reality.
My take on it is it's not about the amount of money that's going to be spent on a first date. Like you can go for ice cream and a walk.
Right, that's
Or
true.
go for coffee. Coffee dates are the perfect first date. Honestly, like people get to know each other, see if, it's worth investing, money into the relationship or time into the relationship, which is worth more than money. Like go on a coffee date and a walk, go on a, get ice cream. Those are all types of dates. If you're a script master, just be creative about it and get to know each other. Because here's the thing: if you're going to go even like Dutch on ice cream, it doesn't give you that. For me, it doesn't give that warm fuzzy feeling. That's for sure.
You need the warm fuzzy feeling. So, guys, I do agree with Tara on that. I don't think first dates should be expensive because what are you investing your money in? Like you don't know anything about the person yet. You need to see if chemistry if you want to get along.
Mm-hmm.
So I did write an article on my website. BeFreeMySheeple.com. You guys can check that out. And I think this kind of looks like me, except he's got a better nose than me. But the guy's got great hair, so good for him. And there's this thing now where it was the rise of the foodie call, not the booty call, the foodie call, which is when women use Tinder and dating apps just to get a free meal. Now, when I lived in LA, this would happen all the time to me. I would match with these beautiful women. We would match. I'd be like, let's go out to dinner. They would say, I'd like to pick the restaurant, which automatically to me was a red flag. I'd say, where do you want to go? This one girl chose Ink. Have you heard of that restaurant?
Yeah, I definitely know that one.
$4 signs on Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where they serve octopus ink on the pasta. Super expensive place. That's like a $400 meal.
Mhm.
And I was just like, Ink, why the fuck am I going to eat on the first date? So I wrote an article about the rise of the coffee date. And I pulled in this graph right here, which I think is interesting. And it shows you the average price of a date in the US. Check it out.
Mhm.
What do you think the most expensive state is?
California?
Oh, New York.
New York, yeah.
$300 on average for the first date. And you know that because you like to go out to nice restaurants. So
Yeah.
you know that they are expensive. California, $226 on the first date. The cheapest I think was somewhere in the middle of the country. I think the cheapest was like $38 somewhere.
There it is, South Dakota.
There you go, South Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota is the cheapest date in America, $38 for a first date. But to me, one of the reasons why I think if I'm abroad, it's okay to pay for the first date is because they don't have for most countries, especially developing, they don't have as much progressivism as we do in America. They're not as far along as the feminism track as they are in America. So here in Mexico or Thailand or Vietnam, they still believe in gender differences. You know what I'm saying?
I personally believe in gender
You
differences.
do, but overall,
I think there's a truth.
But overall progressivism in America is trying to erase those,
Mhm.
right? We're supposed to be gender equal and not use any gender words.
Feminists took it too far.
It's too far. It's
Ruining
too
it
far
for
out of
everybody. And that's why we have men playing in female sports now.
Right. And that's also why I tell men that are living in America, if you're having a problem dating or you're not finding the chemistry you want or you're just not happy with the relationships, go abroad. Go find a woman from, Ukraine or Thailand or Vietnam or South America. And I'm not saying that because it's a cheaper country. I'm just saying because culturally, there's a lot more traditions there. They have more traditions compared to a lot of progressive people in the U.S. So that's some insights. David Hernandez says, women love to be pampered. That's true. But to pamper a girl in America costs a lot of money versus to pamper a girl in Vietnam, which you could do that very cheap in Vietnam, but it's still to them a lot of money relative to the dollar. The girl quantifies your spending, so a guy appears cheap who doesn't spend much before he knows her. There are some women that are like that. 100% agree. I don't know if that's all women, but that's definitely a lot of women. Someone just deleted their comment. Oh no, bunch of vapid sheeple. And he says, but lease only. Yeah, they say you never buy the cow. You lease the cow or something. Some kind of expression. They say that in Thailand. Never buy, always rent. So I've heard that before. Men getting ripped off. Yeah, man, Julia, you know Julius. Men are definitely getting the short end of the stick when it comes to dating. It's definitely not fair. Let's see.
Well, like that advice to men, or not from a girl's perspective. This is my perspective from a man's perspective, actually, is if she's ordering the most expensive thing at dinner, then that's something to be cautious of. For me, when I go on a first date, I always pretty much for any day, I'm pretty easygoing. I'm just like, you pick whatever. I'm pretty happy at any place. And yeah, I usually let the guy pick.
That's good. So this is, guys, I'm telling you, coffee dates are the best in my opinion.
Even when we go out for coffee, what I usually say?
Just get whatever I want.
No, I say whenever you
Okay,
order,
exactly.
I say I'll have the same thing as him.
Exactly, makes it easier. So look, guys, here we go. By sticking to coffee first dates.
When we went out for dinner earlier, Adam's like, "What do you want?" I go, "I just ordered for us."
So it's up to me, which is great. So coffee first dates, here are the benefits, guys. Number one, you save a lot of money. Number two, you save a lot of time because you should know within 20 minutes if there's chemistry. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like
So
pretty
that's
quickly.
why it's good to start with maybe a mid-afternoon coffee date,
Right.
and then if you like each other, then you can go to dinner
But
afterwards.
don't skip ahead. Number three, you weed out the foodie calls. Okay, so you're not going to catch me in that nonsense. Number four, you maintain a clear head. Basically, what I'm saying is, by not rushing into drinks, you can get an idea of whether or not you really like each other. Number five, this gives you a truer sense of chemistry. If you and a person could have fun sober, then you'll probably have a lot of fun drunk. And then number six, you can always extend the date to a cocktail lounge, bar, or restaurant. So after you finish the coffee, which might take a half hour, 45 minutes, which again, buying coffee and walking through a park could be romantic. Like if you're in New York, back when New York was cool, like 2019, if you went to Central Park, they had coffee trucks, and you could get a nice oat milk latte and then walk around Central Park for an hour. And if you had fun, then you can go to one of the restaurants nearby. And there are a lot of nice restaurants around that area. So I think that's definitely good advice for all the gentlemen on this thread.
So everyone, be sure to also go into Adam's site of BeFreeMySheeple and
No, this is just a standard website.
You don't have a what's it called?
Hit counter?
Hit counter. So that way, whenever you post like updates, it sends an email.
No, I don't have a.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're saying. It's like an RSS feed and all that stuff. My latest article, though, guys, is about why the Democrats are threatened by Florida. So this is a very political
Trump
post.
2024 and DeSantis 2024.
Absolutely.
I love that dream team idea.
But I think that they're threatened by DeSantis, and I explain why. Because when people go to Florida and experience no restrictions, it makes them wonder why their state has so many restrictions, especially if they're in a blue state. And so I think Florida is just becoming a red pill moment for everyone. And if you watch this video, this is the ultimate clickbait, guys. If you watch this video, I'll turn the sound off because I don't want to. If you watch this video, a lot of these girls here are visitors from Florida. I mean, visitors from out of state. And the reason why
that kid.
but the reason why they're all here, we can let her play. The reason why they're all in Florida is because they wanted to escape their draconian lockdowns. A lot of these girls in the video are from Jersey. They're from Connecticut. They're from Michigan because they can't do anything there. No restaurants were open.
Everything's closed.
Capacity,
Lockdown.
no gym, no sunshine. So to me, Florida is a big red pill moment, and I think this girl is definitely part of that red pill moment. If you guys want her Instagram, I blocked this video because you have to sign up for my Patreon. And by the way, you know why I'm sad about this video? Look at the bottom right. Look what it says. The bottom right of my video.
Oh, it's Parlor.
It's Parlor, guys. This is back when Parlor was blowing up. I had over 1,000 subs. You had like 2,000 subs.
More than that.
How many? 3?
3,000 or 4,000.
Oh, so wow. Well, you didn't quit.
Before it quit.
Oh, before it quit, yeah. So that's pretty sad.
Before they shut it down.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. So this girl's cool. She was telling me where she worked. She worked at Hustler Club. Let's just be honest. She tells me in the video. What did Patrick Reddit say?
She got big eyes.
Yeah, want to see the eyes up? Oh, wait, there's another scene with her eyes, I think. Did I miss the scene with her eyes? Oh, yeah, you got to sign up for my Patreon to see the video with her eyes. That's right. Someone wrote 2 genders, 3 scoops. So, yeah, guys, I was asking people, do we need mask mandates, nationwide? This is when I was in Clearwater, Florida. And, guys, Clearwater, Florida is probably one of my favorite places in the world right now to shoot and just to be. Did you ever go to Clearwater?
I've been to Clearwater.
You've been there before?
Many times. It's only like an hour and a half from my place.
Oh, right. Because you're Central Florida.
Yeah. Julia
Clearwater's
says,
awesome.
I live in South Florida and I meet more high-quality girls jogging than I do at the clubs.
There you go.
It's true.
It's true. Especially when you meet somebody that's exercising, they have feel-good hormones running through their body.
Yeah, meet people at the gym. I mean, I started dating somebody from the gym before.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a great place. So there you go, guys. That's a good angle. I blocked out her name and it says Patreon.
And that's why when this test is done, it's only going to be on your channel.
Exactly. So see, I blocked out her name again. I said, no one's going to get her name unless they pay me $5 a month. It just feels a little slimy, I'm not going to lie. But you know what? I was just experimenting with YouTube and getting memberships. And it actually worked. After this video, I got like 10 Patreons. So I had these guys that really want her information, which is awesome. So let's close out of that video. All right, enough of that. Someone said I have based content. Yo, Tulsi Gabbard is one of the few Democrats who I actually love because she's very logical and she calls out a lot of the Democrat nonsense. So not all Democrats are bad and not all Republicans are good. There are a lot of people that we dislike on both sides. But to me, Republicans overall have just stronger policies. So go visit El Chapo Famous Prison Cell on your first date. I don't know where that is. We'll check it out on Google.
Mr. Moodog, Tara, from what it's worth, Adam keeps reading comments that sound like they're from his page. I'm not sure if you're seeing in here. Yeah, I'm seeing yours, Mr. Dog. Mr. Dog.
Mr. Dog. Mr. Modog, we got you, bro. We see your stuff. United States of Florida. Yeah, I'm down. Why not at this point? Right?
Yeah, I support that.
The country is going so far apart right now. I wouldn't mind a succession. Now, it could have some negative consequences, but you know what? Only one way to find out. So he says, is there an area of the country where the females are not bitter and scouting? About USA? I honestly think Florida's probably got the happiest women.
Yeah,
because in general,
sunshine.
It's the happiest
Sunshine
people.
State.
It's the Sunshine State and freedom.
I'm from Florida, and I'm always laughing.
And they do say conservative women tend to be happier than liberal women. So
that's why conservative women don't go and burn stuff down.
Well, conservative women, I guess, they're not as angry at the world. That's just the reality, you know. So who knows? I mean, we're there's every rule.
But there's also truth.
There's also some truth. Let's go read some other comments. Let's see if we got any more from your.
Let's see. Wait. Scroll back up. No, I'm not seeing the comments Adam's reading. Here on your comment section. The comment, Mr. Modog, the comments he's reading is probably popping up from Adam's page, because so in the comment section that we're seeing on the StreamYard, it shows the comments that are coming in, merging both of them. So if you're seeing him read comments that are not showing up on my page, because they're on his page.
Yep, there you go. So as I told you earlier,
Burn the bras.
look at this. Look at how much money has been donated to the Hawaiian Food Bank.
Oh, that's amazing.
It looks a lot of money because it's in baht.
So
guys,
So Adam's been fundraising for a food bank that specializes in giving food to mothers, to new mothers in Wahin. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Wahin.
Wahin.
I can't say it correctly either. Here we go.
And so because they were completely out of money, and they were at a point that they were going to be saying, we're going to have to say no to people to give them food. So when Adam was in touch with them and they let him know what was going on, he just put it out there on his Twitter, on all his social medias, asking people to donate to the food bank. And within a week or two,
within about 10 days. Look, guys, we've raised. Let's see if it shows up.
But yeah, that's about $1,500.
Yeah, that's about $1,500 US.
And that goes in Thailand. That goes really far. This is going to feed a lot of families for a couple of weeks.
So that's probably going to feed, because we had $1,000, she said it's going to feed 240 people. That's probably going to feed about 320 people for a week's worth of food, which is incredible. And I lived in Hua Hin for like a year, and the people and my heart belongs to that area. So I hope to get back to Hua Hin, Thailand at some point in the near future.
And that's really the amazing part about like having platforms with social media and everything, that, just putting a post out there, you're able to fundraise so easily for the food bank.
Exactly. So if you guys do want to donate to the food bank, I'm going to put her email in the comments. Let's do something. I want to make sure I get it right because it's a PayPal. I don't want to give some wrong email address. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up her email in 1 second. I think it's Sue_JR. Let's see. Hold on, guys. We'll get there eventually. Okay, yeah, I was right. Sue J_R.
I'll be right back.
At Hotmail.
Get some water.
Oh, Garrett, can you get a coffee by the TV inside? So, guys, that is our PayPal, Sue_J_R at hotmail.com. You could send her as little as $5, and that goes directly to her. I already asked Sue, what percentage of the donations go towards food? And she said 100%. So 100% of the money you send her will go towards the people. There are a lot of charities where 90% of the money goes towards administration fees, marketing costs, advertising costs, where really if you donate $1, only 10 cents are going to the cause. To me, that's terrible. That's not how charities should work. Charities should be majority to the people that you're trying to support. So with this, you're going directly to the people of Hua Hin, and hopefully within the next year, I can get back to Hua Hin, Thailand, and hopefully meet the people that we've helped out through our charitable efforts. So we got Dinik Martinez says hi to the two of you. Yeah, we got Raindrop here. David Hernandez says, invest in a Mexican restaurant in Mexico and eat for free on your first date. I feel like I have been investing in Mexican restaurants here because I don't cook at home. I eat out every meal. And so today we had a really nice dinner tonight.
Oh yeah, wait for the video to come out. I was testing a lot of my new equipment, so the cutting of the video editing should be nice and fun.
I don't know if you know this, but I tipped the waitress $50.
Wow,
so
that's fantastic. That restaurant also closed super early too.
Yeah, so I tipped our waitress today for Valentine's Day $50, which in Mexico is pretty cool for them. That's kind of like making like a $300. No, that's probably like making a $150 tip, $200 tip in America in terms of spending power. Mm-hmm. It's about 4 times the rate of US. So that was pretty nice, I think, for her, and I think she'll be pretty happy when she goes home tonight.
I think so, for sure.
Yeah. Julie Snoot says Polkadot and Cardano are going to revolutionize charities. Yeah, I think one of the cool things about blockchain technology is that it allows us to follow the chain of money where it goes. Mm-hmm. So if you were to donate money, you could follow the ledger. and you can see exactly where the money was spent on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the cool things about blockchain is there's going to be accountability, especially when it comes to charities.
You think they can do that for the Clinton Foundation?
Yeah, too late for that. But what scares me about using blockchain is if they use it for social media. They can
What do you
permanently keep a ledger of everything you've ever said and done
Mm.
your entire life.
Yeah.
Now, Tim Pool said, though, that's going to be good and bad
Mm-hmm.
because if somebody wants to say, hey, look what you said when you were 14 years old,
Mm-hmm.
well, then you could say, look what you said when you were 14 years old. Because everyone says,
Didn't
Everyone says-
awake with JP?
Yeah.
With JP, he didn't do about that.
because ultimately everyone has said something stupid online.
And we're all different people at the time, you know, like even. who
And
we
times
were-
change. Times change, and what's acceptable to say changes. For example, when we were kids, I'm a few years older than you, but the F word, you know, to insult your friend, F-A, I don't want to say the word here, like, oh, you're acting so bland, you know what I'm talking about?
Retardé?
No.
Oh.
Like back when I was in like junior high school,
Even before
you
that.
would call people that word and it wasn't like that big of a deal. Because like as Louis C.K. says, when he would say that word, he wasn't actually thinking of a gay man.
Yeah.
He just said it was that word that meant, but
Yeah,
it wasn't.
the same thing with the French word of retardé, which means slow.
Right.
You can't say the Americanized version of it nowadays because it's considered very insensitive to those who are actually handicapped.
So the point
But
being,
it-
times change.
It didn't mean back in the time that it was being used, it wasn't made in reference to making fun of who was actually mentally handicapped.
Exactly. So times change, and we have to always take that into account. That political correctness, the goalposts always constantly move, and even now we have to be very aware of what we have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Julius. No, I got a lot of gray hairs coming in.
You
I don't know
just
if can
dyed
see
them.
But I dyed them like a week ago, so they should be coming out at some point soon. But Julius, I'm 37 years old, so I'm definitely getting an old man. I think the reason why I look decent for my age is
You work out.
I exercise, I drink my water, take vitamins, no wife, no kids, no job.
No stress.
No, so that's the thing. A lot of the normal stresses people have, I don't have, and that means I get to sleep in a lot of the times. Like today, I woke up at 2 p.m. because I had to catch up on sleep. If you have a full job or a child, it's hard to catch up on sleep.
Mhm.
You're always running on a deficit. But I have the opportunity to just catch up when I need to. So S. Colville says, "You mean I can't say things?" I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like when we were kids, we would say like, "That's gay," and it was like totally fine, like no one cared. But now,
Everything's so sensitive though.
although I will say, nowadays, gay is not offensive. Like it's totally acceptable to be gay in the U.S., and that's great. People should be free to live their lifestyles and however they want to live. So it's not really an insult. In a lot of ways, I'm jealous of gay guys because they get a lot more action than straight men do. So I think that we should start calling it gay privilege because gays have a lot more stuff.
People are saying that it's not .comis. It should be .com. Did you write?
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh wait, com is not a valid address. All right, Noam, we're checking the PayPal address again for Sue.
Sue_J_R at hotmail.com. Middle letter J. Yeah, I would just. Oh yeah, Zelle. She's not on. I would not go through Zelle.
PayPal.
Just go through PayPal. Yeah, just go through PayPal and try to do send as a friend if you can or something like that. But PayPal should work because someone sent money today with that address. It's cool. All right. Well, I think this test was successful. What do you think?
I think so too. So you're liking StreamYard?
Streamer is awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a
Another
cool platform.
one I just got a subscription for is Streamlabs because this is StreamYard only goes through the desktop, and the thing is I like to do live streaming when I'm out and about to do walking tours and periods and going through. So I'm going to try Streamlabs. And when I can get a second phone, I can manage that as an app and then control it from and use the camera on the phone. So I'm looking to test that out as well.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for helping us through this test run.
Absolutely. And whoever makes donations to the food bank, obviously we appreciate that. And you can check out the page on Facebook if you guys want. It's Wahin food bank. And if you go like it, I think that'll help. But you can see some of the.
Yeah, the lag is coming through because it's really bad.
So David Hernandez says, "Put a ring on Tara's hand to remember this moment." Do you have a ring? Do you have any rings with you? I'll put a ring on you. Got it. All right. Cool.
Sorry about that. The Sony just died because I didn't plug in the battery case.
Take this off. I'll put the ring on your finger.
No,
We'll do this for what's his name? For David Hernandez, fellow papi. Here you go.
I know, this is my Tiffany's ring.
Here we go.
That's
Here we go. Here we go. I'll put it on you.
It's my Tiffany's ring. It's
people-
it's an 1837 ring from Tiffany's. And wait, am I even showing it here? Tiffany & Co. I got this for my birthday.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Tiffany & Co. Because I love Tiffany's. But this was my birthday gift to myself last year. I want to get the Atlas ring. My birthday's in 2 weeks, though, and I'm
Here.
pretty broke, so I don't think I'm going to be getting an Atlas ring for myself this time.
Here you go. This is for you, Tara. I'd like to have your. How do you do it, guys? What do you get on your knee or something? Will you accept this ring? Is that what you're saying?
To myself. For myself.
This ring? Yeah, I'm on Gab. But I don't
To
update
myself,
it.
from myself. Thank you for the assistance, Adam.
Yeah, I don't update my Gab, but I have it. You could just search Adam Francisco there. Do you have Gab?
Yeah, everybody's telling me to get on it.
You
though.
better do it after this call because you don't want someone taking your name just to protect it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
No, I don't know who Kim Iverson is. Do you?
No.
We don't know. But congrats to her, I guess, or condolences, depending on your view of marriage. I personally don't think I'll ever get married in my lifetime. Hi, Raindrop. How you doing, good
This
girl?
is wifey right here.
This is my number one girl right here. Good girl. All right, guys, we're gonna hop off because I got to go home and edit some videos so that you guys can have more content.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Good night and Valentine's Day.
There we go.